Hiya, it's Zombies, and welcome back to another Warrior Cats Ultimate Edition video. This is part 5 of my How to Roleplay with Disabilities/Disorders in the Q series. Today we will be covering anxiety. We will be focusing on 3 different types of anxiety: GAD, or General Anxiety Disorder, SAD, or Social Anxiety Disorder, and lastly, Panic Disorder. So sit back, whip out those notepads, and enjoy the video. Chapter 1. What is anxiety? Anxiety is a fundamental human emotion, our mind's natural response to stress or perceived danger. In small doses, it serves as a protective purpose by alerting us to threats, sharpening our focus, and preparing us to act. However, when anxiety becomes overwhelming, persistent, and interferes with daily life, it may be classified as an anxiety disorder. Anxiety disorders are not simply about being worried or nervous. They are serious medical conditions that affect thought patterns, behaviors, and physical health, often persisting without a clear external cause. According to the American Psychiatric Association, anxiety disorders are the most common mental health condition in the United States, affecting nearly 30% of adults at some point in their lives. Despite their prevalence, these disorders are treatable with the right combination of therapy, medication, and support. Among the various types of anxiety disorders, 3 stand out due to their widespread impact and distinct characteristics. These are the ones that will be discussed: generalized anxiety disorder, or GAD, panic disorder, and social anxiety disorder, or SAD. Each of these conditions presents unique challenges to those who experience them, and understanding their differences is critical to addressing them effectively. Generalized anxiety disorder is characterized by chronic excessive worry about everyday matters such as finances, health, relationships, or work. People with GAD find it difficult to control their worry, even when there is no obvious reason for concern. This worrying occurs for most days for at least 6 months and is accompanied by symptoms that affect physical and emotional well being. Common symptoms of GAD include restlessness or feeling on edge, fatigue, difficulty concentrating, irritability, muscle tension, and sleep disturbances. These symptoms can build gradually and may not be noticeable at first, often leading people to ignore or normalize them. However, over time, the emotional toll of constant worry can become debilitating. Physically, GAD can manifest as chronic headaches, gastrointestinal, discomfort, and even cardiovascular strain due to the body's prolonged stress response. The emotional exhaustion it causes can impair relationships, work performance, and just the ability to enjoy life. Unlike short term anxiety that arises in response to specific events, GAD creates a constant sense of dread and helplessness that rarely eases. Treatment for GAD typically involves a combination of psychotherapy and medication. Cognitive behavioral therapy is especially effective as it helps individuals recognize and alter negative thinking patterns that fuel anxiety. Antidepressants such as SSRIs or SNRIs are commonly prescribed to regulate mood and reduce symptoms. In addition to these approaches, stress management techniques like meditation, exercise, and proper sleep hygiene are crucial in long term recovery. Panic disorder is marked by sudden and repeated panic attacks, intense periods of fear or discomfort that reach a peak within minutes. These attacks can occur unexpectedly and without an obvious trigger, making them incredibly frightening. During a panic attack, a person may experience symptoms such as racing heart rate, sweating, trembling, chest pain, and shortness of breath, nausea, dizziness, chills or hot flashes, and a fear of dying or losing control. One of the defining features of panic disorder is the fear of future attacks. After experiencing one or more panic attacks, individuals often develop anxiety about when the next attack will happen. This fear can lead to avoidance behaviors. People may stay away from situations where previous attacks occurred or where they believe help will be unavailable. For instance, someone might avoid public transportation, crowds, or even leaving their home. The unpredictable nature of panic disorder can severely limit a person's independence and quality of life. It often emerges in late adolescence or earlier adulthood and is more common in women than men. Although the causes are not fully understood, a combination of genetic, biological, psychological, and environmental factors likely plays a role. Panic disorder is treatable. CBT, particularly exposure based therapy, is effective in helping individuals gradually face their fears and reduce frequency and intensity of panic attacks. Medications such as SSRIs and SNRIs and sometimes uh, benzodiazepines, used with caution due to dependency risk, can help regulate the nervous system and ease symptoms. Many people benefit from lifestyle changes like reducing caffeine intake, practicing relaxation techniques, and building a supportive routine. Social anxiety disorder, also called social phobia, goes far beyond typical shyness and involves a persistent, intense fear of being judged, embarrassed, or humiliated in a social or performance situations. For someone with SAD, simple interactions like making eye contact, eating in public, or speaking in front of a group can trigger overwhelming fear and physical symptoms. People with SAD may blush, sweat, tremble, feel nauseated, or experience a rapid heartbeat in social situations. These physical reactions are accompanied by intense self consciousness and worry that others are watching and evaluating them negatively. Because of this, they often avoid social interactions altogether, which can lead to isolation, loneliness, and even depression. Social anxiety disorder typically begins in childhood or adolescence, and without treatment, it can persist into adulthood. It can interfere with educational success, job opportunities, and the ability to form and maintain relationships. Despite its impact, many people with SAD do not seek help because they are too embarrassed or because they believe their fears are simply part of their personality. Fortunately, effective treatments are available. CBT is highly beneficial, especially when it includes social skills training and exposure experiences slash exercises that help individuals gradually face feared situations. Medications such as SSRIs or beta blockers, often used for performance related anxiety, may also be prescribed. In some cases, group therapy can be particularly helpful, offering a safe environment for practicing social interactions and receiving support from others with similar struggles. While GAD, panic disorder, and SAD differ in symptoms and triggers, they all share one devastating trait: they can severely disrupt a person's life. These disorders just don't affect mood, they impact physical health, relationships, education, and job performance. Without treatment, anxiety disorders can lead to depression, substance use issues, and other mental health conditions. People may isolate themselves, lose opportunities, or live in a state of constant fear. Importantly, anxiety disorders are not signs of weakness or character flaws. They are medical conditions rooted in biology, psychology, and environment. They are treatable. Many individuals who receive proper care can go on to lead fulfilling, successful lives. Public awareness, early diagnosis, and access to mental health services are key to helping people manage anxiety and reclaim control over their futures. Role-playing these warrior cats or other storytelling communities and properly portraying anxiety can be tricky, especially if attempting to represent all these disorders in one character. It's important to remember that anxiety is nuanced, and each type has its own causes, symptoms, and coping strategies. A well-written portrayal can deepen emotional realism, but it also requires sensitivity, accuracy, and respect for those who live with these conditions in real life. Chapter 2: Anxiety in Cats. Just like humans, cats can experience anxiety, a complex emotion and psychological response to perceived threats or stress. While some degree of alertness is natural and even helpful for survival, anxiety in cats can become a serious problem when it begins to interfere with their well being and daily functioning. Anxiety in felines may stem from a wide range of causes, including changes in their environment, poor early socialization, health problems, or traumatic events. Unlike humans, however, cats are masters at masking discomfort, which can make it challenging to recognize the signs early. There are several common triggers that lead to anxiety in cats. These include unfamiliar situations, such as moving to a new home, the addition of new people or animals in the household, loud noises like fireworks or thunderstorms, or being left alone for long periods. Medical issues such as undiagnosed pain, gastrointestinal discomfort, or underlying conditions may also contribute to anxiety. In fact, many behavioral changes are often linked to physical ailments, which is why it's important to rule out medical problems before assuming a cat is simply acting out. The symptoms of cat anxiety in cats can vary from subtle to severe. Mild signs include avoiding eye contact, hiding, flattened ears, dilated pupils, and tense body posture. These may escalate to more visible behaviors such as pacing, excessive meowing, or destructive scratching. In more extreme cases, cats may exhibit aggression, overgrooming, which can lead to bald spots, changes in appetite, or even urinate or defecate outside of their litter box. Some cats may go into a freeze or flee mode, becoming completely still or running and hiding with little provocation. These responses can be similar to human panic attacks, although they are not clinically defined the same way. Though panic attacks in cats aren't officially diagnosed the way they are in humans, cats can still experience intense episodes of fear that mimic panic. These episodes may include physical symptoms like a rapid heart rate, trembling, panting, dilated pupils, and even vomiting or urinating out of fear. Loud noises, new environments, or perceived threats can trigger these extreme reactions. Left unaddressed, such episodes can have lasting impacts on a cat's emotional health and behavior. Diagnosing anxiety in cats begins with a thorough veterinary evaluation to rule out medical conditions. Once physical causes are excluded, a veterinarian may assess behavior, history, and patterns. Videos of your cat's behavior can also be helpful in identifying subtle signs that occur only in certain contexts. Managing feline anxiety involves a multifaceted approach. Environmental enrichment is a key component. It includes providing safe hiding spots, climbing trees, window perches, and regular playtime to encourage exploration and confidence. Keeping a consistent routine helps reduce unpredictability, which is often a trigger for anxious cats. Behavioral therapy techniques such as desensitization and counter-conditioning can be used to help cats slowly become more comfortable with the things that cause them stress. For example, a cat afraid of the vacuum cleaner might first be exposed to it at a distance while receiving treats or gentle praise, gradually building tolerance over time. In some cases, anxiety is severe enough to require medical treatment. Pheromone diffusers like Fillaway can promote a calming effect, while such supplements as I-theanine may help reduce stress naturally. If necessary, veterinarians may prescribe medications like SSRIs or TCAs. These are usually combined with behavior modification strategies for the best results. Recognizing and addressing anxiety in cats is critical, not only for their emotional health, but also for their overall physical well-being. Untreated anxiety can lead to chronic stress, which in turn may weaken the immune system, increase the risk of urinary or digestive issues, and damage the bond between the cat and its caregivers. Fortunately, with timely intervention, a structured care plan, and plenty of patience, even highly anxious cats can recover and thrive in a calm, nurturing environment. Chapter 3: Role-Playing with Anxiety. Portraying a cat with anxiety disorder in Warrior Cats Ultimate Edition, or WCUE, requires careful attention to realism and sensitivity, while still fitting within the clan world. Understanding the specific characteristics of GAD, SAD, and panic disorder helps create a believable character who faces unique internal struggles but still contributes meaningfully to the clan life. Generalized anxiety disorder in WCUE could manifest as a chronic excessive worry about various aspects of clan life, from hunting and patrols to relationships and looming threats, even if there is no immediate danger. This persistent anxiety often causes your cat to be restless and hypervigilant, nervously scanning their surroundings and doubting their decisions. Subtle behaviors like pacing, tail twitching, or a tense posture can show the underlying tension your character feels. They might frequently express worries aloud to close friends, displaying a mental tug of war with fears that may seem to have no clear source. Social anxiety disorder centers on intense fear or discomfort in social interactions. Within the clan's strict hierarchy and close knit social structure, your cat might dread gatherings, patrols, or conversations, worried about being judged, embarrassed, or rejected by leaders and peers. This fear may lead them to avoid eye contact, keep to the edges of groups, or hesitate to speak up in important moments. Body language such as lowered ears, a tucked tail, or crouched posture can reveal this inner struggle, while softer, hesitant speech reflects their lack of confidence. Panic disorder adds sudden, overwhelming episodes of fear or panic attacks triggered by loud noises, conflicts, or traumatic memories like past battles or losses. These attacks appear abruptly and might cause your cat to freeze, shake, breathe rapidly, or flee to a safe hiding place. Vocalizations like frantic yowls or chirps can express their terror. Afterward, they may remain hidden or exhausted, fearful of when the next attack will come. The clan environment in WCUE provides a natural stressors that can amplify these disorders. The pressure to prove oneself as a warrior healer, uphold clan honor, or navigate complex social dynamics can intensify anxiety. Your character might feel misunderstood or judged by clanmates who interpret their anxiety related behaviors as aloofness or weakness, which may deepen their social fears and isolation. When role playing, balance these psychological traits with believable behaviors. Show your cat's nervous habits, pacing, scanning, flicking the tail, and using subtle body language to convey discomfort. Portray internal thoughts filled with self doubt, fear of failure, or worry about others' opinions. During panic attacks, depict sudden physical and vocal signs of overwhelming fear, followed by a withdrawal and exhaustion. Dialogue should reflect your cat's anxiety, hesitant, soft spoken, or fragmented during moments of distress. Avoid over exaggerating your anxiety. Your cat should still participate in clan life and show moments of courage, like gradually joining patrols or speaking up, even if with difficulty. This creates a well rounded character who struggles but does not become defined solely by their anxiety. Show growth by including coping strategies such as seeking trusted companions, finding calming routines like grooming, or discovering safe hiding spots to recover. Supportive interactions from clanmates add depth, highlighting how understanding can help your cat manage anxiety. Role playing with this disorder is possible, but without proper representation, it can become harmful to those who struggle with these disorders, such as myself. So I again beg you to do your own research or check out the sources in the description where I researched for this video. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. Also, sorry if my mic sounds a little worse or louder at the end of this video. I came to my dad's house like midway through recording this video, so I have a worse mic at my father's house. Anyways, I hope you found these tips helpful. If you have any corrections or anything to add on to this, please leave it in the comments below. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna try and post a second video on Friday, and hopefully this is getting posted on the 23rd or Wednesday, which also means if you haven't heard yet, I am starting a series in WCUE called Star Watcher's Wish, and information on that will be available at 9 p.m. CST. So from the minute this video is released, about 12 hours and 30-ish minutes. Anyways, have an amazing day, and zombies out!